Hi, how you doing? Just wanted to have a quick look over this Jet JS300. I've had this about 10 days now, so I've given it a chance to settle in, and I've changed the strings, done a couple of minor tweaks. I'll talk about those in a minute. Nothing too drastic, and I love it. That's the spoiler, really. It's one of the best playing strats I've played, and I've had a fair few, from the Mexican ones to the American ones over the years, Japanese, and actually it plays like a Japanese strat. That's what it reminded me of the most. I used to have a &66 reissue, and it plays just like that. It's it's quite uncanny. Okay, so the reason really that that I got it and that it plays so well is because of this roasted maple neck. So everybody was raving about these and how smooth they are, and this one really is. Again, it's kind of settled in a bit. When I first got it, it felt a bit new, and because it was obviously straight out of the box. And you have to remember, wood's really a living thing. I know the tree's dead now, but it's an organic material, so it moves around a little bit. So, and it's actually it feels a bit more settled in now I've played it. There was no sharp fret ends anyway. All the frets are level, etc. And it's kind of smoothed out even more, kind of at the back. Just as I've played it more, so it was already smooth, but you could feel it was kind of new. It was like new trainers, new shoes, but it's kind of calmed down a bit now, and it kind of really fits. So this is actually a little lighter than some of the older ones that you might have seen reviewed on YouTube as well, and a few people have commented on that when they've reviewed the new ones, and I actually prefer this this kind of colour, or this shade, if you like, because it looks more like a vintage played in maple neck, and it kind of suits it really well. So with the pick guard and the sunburst as well. So yeah, obviously got the roasted maple neck. The tuners are okay. They're perfectly. I've not had any issues with them at all. I thought they were going to be lumpy, but they're not. I've had similar price guitars as well from other companies. And the tuners, I had a T52 from Harley Benton that was really good, but the tuners were a bit kind of lumpy and crunky, so I changed those, and then it was a brilliant guitar. But these are actually okay. I will change these eventually, probably for locking tuners or vintage style tuners, which are my favourite. But there's no rush. I can live with these for a while. I would gig as it is with this. The pickups I'll play through in a minute. They're ceramic pickups. They're not expensive. They're not going to sound like super duper custom shop pickups. But if you work your amp right, if you get your sound through your pedals, and you kind of know how to dial stuff in, it's going to sound brilliant. It'll sound really good in a mix, basically. Weight wise, it's just feels like a Strat really. It's not particularly heavy, it's not particularly light. It just kind of sits nicely in the middle. There are no blemishes as such. I'll do some proper close-ups and throw those in so you can have a look at them. The only thing I'm not too keen on are these buttons here, because these look a little cheap, just with it. Not that the colour of them, but just the typeface, the kind of bold typeface doesn't really work for me, but they can be replaced for a few pounds. Won't take a lot at all. Okay, so I'll play through a few positions. If you have a look at my shorts, not the shorts I wear, but the shorts on YouTube, there's a couple of videos of me jamming with this when I first got it, and from earlier in the week as well. So have a look at that if you want to hear it with a track. But I'll just run through these positions, and then I'll do some kind of close-up shots so you can kind of have a look at the guitar as well. Let me just take this tuner off. Oh, tuning as well. It's been pretty good. I've probably got a tune now, but it's been pretty good tuning stability wise. We've got the vintage tremolo system here with a nice big block, kind of full size block, which is unusual on a guitar in this kind of price point. And again, it's not going to be super quality metal, but it's good enough. It's fine. We have a push-in trem arm, so it just kind of literally pops in like that, and there you go. You're in. You can adjust it with a grub screw at the back, just underneath here, just to tighten the grip if that's what you need. So let's play through the through the position. So this is neck position here. And then we'll go neck and middle. And then we'll go middle position. And then, that's probably stuck at attitude, but we'll see. It was a good test. Then we'll go middle and bridge. And then finally, bridge. So you can hear the bridge is a wee bit harsh. Again, you could EQ that. You can't. Obviously, it's got the vintage style tone control, where it's just the tone basically for the neck in the middle. So there's no tone control for the bridge. But with overdrive, that sounds good. The bridge sounds really good with that. So yeah, with any Strat, you have to kind of compromise a bit and either just stick a Hot Rails in there or stick another pickup in there that you prefer the sound of, or just be selective in your selections. So we'll try a little bit of overdrive. I'll just dial in just a very kind of sort of slightly overdriven tweed sound. I'm using just a Fender Super Champ just now, and we'll see how it sounds. Okay, so overdriven. So that was the bridge pickup. Now it's bridge and middle. And then the middle. And then the middle and the neck position. And then the neck. So you get all those kind of classic Strat tones anyway. So if you want to keep it as it is and play it through, brilliant guitar. If you want to mod it and get it up to your own spec, it's a fantastic bass for that, because the body and the neck are worth £159 anyway. Now setup wise, I mentioned that earlier, all I've really done is change the strings, lowered the action a bit. I straightened the neck a touch just with a truss rod, a nice easy moving truss rod. It was great, and I didn't really do anything to the trem. I tightened the cloth springs in the back here, just because I like the trem just to kind of sit flat, and I'd gone up a gauge of strings. But that's essentially it. I haven't really done anything else to it yet. So the proof is in the playing, really. So if you can get one of these, go for it, give it a try. Might not be for everybody. The neck isn't super chunky. I don't have huge fingers, so well, not huge in the lengthwise. I've got chunky fingers, but so this neck suits me really nicely. you know, I find it a really comfortable width and a comfortable kind of thickness. But give it I mean, you can't go wrong for 150 quid. You know, give it a try. The next model's up as well. The 400 have a humbucker in the bridge. Lots of reviews on those. So if that's more your bag, go for that. And yeah, this is one purchase I'm very pleased with, and I shall be keeping hold of this and using it a lot, because it's going to be a great recording guitar. And you know, use it live. I mean, I mainly do acoustic gigs these days, such is the way of the world. But you know, if I got in a band gig again, I would quite happily take this and use this as my main guitar. It's excellent. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would really appreciate that, and click that wee bell too. Okay, take care.